Hey folks, Michelle McPherson here, and I've got something extra for you today that I found, and I thought that this would be a perfect match for Always Be Shipping students like yourself, and I've actually put it into use on one of my own sites. So let's head on over to that site so I can show you exactly how this plugin works. It's called Article Buyer Plugin, and it actually allows you to buy articles from your readers without any actual having to have conversations and interface and all that. It's kind of like accepting guest posts, except it does it for pay, which can incentivize your readers to go ahead and contribute to your site. Now, it's a perfect match for you as an Always Be Shipping member, because what that does is it allows you to have even more content on your site, and it can also really forge a community on your site when people are allowed to and able to publish their own stuff on your site and even develop conversations that way. So let me show you how it works. This is the new site that I'm working on, and this is actually a really good example of a site that is following the Always Be Shipping model of content creation. I actually do the things that I teach as part of the course. So if you're looking for some real life examples of how to kind of implement the Always Be Shipping strategies, you can find a lot of that here on this site that I'm actually putting out there in the world and seeing what happens with it. Now back to the Article Buyer plugin. What people see when they visit your site is, of course, this. It's going to be your posts and that kind of thing. Now, what I've done with the Article Buyer plugin is created this extra page, and the page is called Submit. And that's what you'll do as well. You'll create a page on your site where people can contribute or submit their articles, their stories. So if you click on my Submit page, we will load it up so that you can take a peek and see what this kind of thing looks like. So I have a short blurb up top explaining what goes on here. And it really would be best if you described to your site visitors a little bit more than I did here. I just said, do you have news, an article, or tip that you think would be perfect for our audience? Submit it below. If your post is approved and published, you'll earn $1. Payments are sent monthly via PayPal. Now, many of these things can be adjusted, so if you think $1 is a little bit cheap, it probably is. But you can change that on your site, and I'll show you where those settings are in just a second. But anyway, explain to your site visitors what the opportunity is and why they might want to participate in it. I mean, consider this a pre-sell. You are pre-selling folks on the idea of creating content for your site. And of course, link builder type folks will be into it as well. So they can include a title, they can include their name as the author, what they want the name to be, pick a category, and then they can paste in their actual content. They can have 2 links, and they can also include an image in their post. And once they're done with that, they can submit the article or preview the article. If you submit the article, it will come up here with a warning, or not a warning, but a notification that says your article's been submitted, and you go ahead and submit another if you'd like. So that's the basics of it. A couple of things that we do need to know. Number 1, a person needs to be able to log into your site to have access to this submit article form. So let me show you the settings for that. We're going to go to Settings, General, and you need to allow folks to register. So that is, anyone can register. So you need to check that box, and then people will actually be able to register. Then they can log in, and once they're logged in, they can see this form properly. And what this does is it just helps to eliminate spammy contributions, and it hooks directly into the WordPress post system. Now, let's take a look at a couple of the options here in the Article Buyer plugin. Yes or no, are you accepting submissions? How much would you like to pay per accepted article? At which point would somebody be paid? And this is just on the default $20. Once they've earned $20, then they will be paid. Of course, you could change that to $5, whatever you want to. This outputs into a PayPal MassPay file, which works super well. So you can just upload that MassPay file directly into your PayPal account and get all of your great content writers paid. Post spread, how many days out from approval to schedule out the approved post? So go ahead and set that up based on how often you like your site to be published to, how many links are allowed, how many images are allowed, and you can also have 0, how many videos are allowed. People can put in video URLs if they'd like. And if you're a copyscape user, you can input your Copyscape username and API key to ensure that none of the content that is being contributed to your site has been used elsewhere. So that's very, very handy. Now, this is a great way, like I said, to get people contributing content on your site so that you don't have to create as much of it. And it's a great way to even create some community on your site. If you've got some folks who are regular commenters and who have some great opinions about things that they are talking about in comments a lot, why don't you invite them to go ahead and create some actual posts of their own and get the dialogue flowing that way. Now, once people contribute posts, it's going to look something like this. Here is my test post. You need 5 characters in the title for it to be submitted. Then we go preview, and then the article would be down here. So this is just one that I submitted very, very quickly, just so that I could show you guys what it looks like on the back end when an article is submitted. You can edit the article by editing in there. You can reject the article, you can approve the article, and you can approve the article and offer this person a bonus as well. So for somebody who's done some really great work, you may want to offer a bonus. Now, finally, this is a really, really, really fantastic way if you are on the fence about hiring a full-time outsourced writer type of person. Perhaps you can find somebody who would be interested in working on your sites on a contract, on a per post basis. And you can use this as your entire employment and payment system, right? Because your employee or contract worker would log into your site, they would create posts, you would approve or reject them, and then this system would automatically create a payment file for that employee for you so that it just spits out and then you pay them via PayPal. So it's handy whether you want to get articles from your community, from folks who are interested in using your established site to build a link or two while they provide excellent content, or if you just want to use this to facilitate a outsourced kind of relationship with a worker. This is a great plugin for any of those applications, and I hope that you guys enjoy it. Thanks so much, and we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.